for that event. 2:30 next.
I got the goggles right next to me.
All right.
I'm excited and we ready to rock and roll with it, brother.
All right. I'm gonna stop by tomorrow. Hopefully, I can stop by with some staff.
That'd be nice. Because what is April? Big time?
April is an alcohol awareness month.
Hey,
right.
there we go.
What you have another comment, Lawrence?
Yeah, and I just want to say, I'm going to be there at 10 o'clock, but the kids don't start coming down there until about 11:30. So I just want you to get there at 10 o'clock while I was setting up.
Okay. Now, when does it start?
15, about 1, you always welcome.
Oh, about 1 o'clock. Okay. Very well.
See it over in Central Field Land.
All right. Trailblazers.
Any food and beverages?
Any refreshments?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Lastly, can we get you to say, my name is, and I'm happy to be thug and drug free?
My name is Lawrence, and I'm happy to be drug and thug free.
Hey. Thank you, Lauren. I'm telling y'all, man, we love the callers. We love the callers, y'all. Well, guys, can the STEPS program change your mind about smoking cancer sticks or hookah? Give us a shot. The STEPS program is now holding open enrollment for fall 2017 slots. For ages 13 to 16, parents should call 313-649-PUSH. Money?
Hey, y'all. Keep saying no to alcohol.
That's right.
You got any trivia questions?
Trivia questions. Yeah, I got one. Y'all didn't answer that, though. I said, when is it legal for young people to purchase or possess alcohol?
21.
You said 21. What'd you say?
We got 221s.
Yeah, I said 21 too.
But that military kind of threw you off, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's when they 21 years old. And it says, all U.S. states, the District of Columbia, and Guam have laws that prohibit possession of alcohol by anyone under the age of 21. But, you know, in Maine, what age can they drink at? I heard they can drink at a lower age. Don't you remember last week we was talking about that on alcohol and drinking and driving part 1? How'd you do, man?
I don't remember that.
So on that report, the last report, they said that some people said they drink on weekends only. And they heard they drinking. Well, another person said they heard drinking like messes up the brain and everything. Yeah, everybody's giving their different points on what drinking does.
So, do you guys think the liquor stores, like in our communities, have a big influence on why we drink?
Yeah, because I feel like if liquor stores let anybody buy liquor, then how can they really enforce it? And then if you can't buy it, the person is gonna ask somebody who's old enough to buy it. So it's really like not.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're 21, they're not gonna know that they buying it for a younger person.
But you know what though, because they're in the capitalism, they're in the profit. If a young person who's 14 or 15, but they look 22 or 23, they're gonna still have that opportunity to purchase.
Yeah.
It depends on where you at.
That's true. But I really kind of lay some of the blame on us parents, you know, because we got to raise our kids the right way. And I think drinking and smoking around kids too.
That's a big influence.
Big influence.
So you guys think when you were young, I mean, we still young, but I'm talking about when you was little, did your parents have a big influence on you and what you did?
Yes.
Yeah. We look up to our parents, right?
Yeah, so like you followed after them and what they did?
But that's not always the case. Like, it's not just because your parents drink and smoke.
Yeah, that you gonna grow up and smoke.
It's not always the case. Like,
That's true.
That could be a bad thing.
Sometimes
But I feel like
sometimes
sometimes kids even use that as an excuse, like, oh, just because my parents do that, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, some people just like to be fast.
Yeah,
some
it's
people
not even
get it from their
Be
friends.
grown.
case.
Yeah.
You know, parents always say, do what I do. I mean, do what I say and not what I do. Like,
That's not good enough.
That's
Back to what Sharon said, she said friends. So that could be like peer pressure, you think?
Yeah, like you can get it from not like friends, but older like people. Say if you're 16 and you know somebody that's 18.
Yeah.
Like them, you can get people like that. Like not, you don't have to be just a friend.
Yeah,
like
and
somebody,
nowadays people really don't care. Like they really come to you like, oh, you're not really cool if you don't drink. Like,
You just got to jump on in there.
Everybody trying to be cool?
It's
Yeah,
not
everybody
peer
does.
pressure because you can say no if you don't want to do it.
no.
But I mean,
You
wow.
can get peer pressure.
It's hard though.
That,
You have
it's
to say
peer
no.
pressure
Maybe
though.
somebody
have
you
a choice
like.
to say no.
That's
If everybody
Right.
drinking in the
If
party,
you still say no, but then somebody like,
everybody
come on, just
drinking
do
and
it, just
you-
do
your
it.
friend
you
comes
gonna
to
you gonna be
Yeah.
like,
Like,
why
yeah.
is it hurting? You gonna be like, how's it gonna hurt me?
If Asia jump off the bridge, are you gonna jump off the bridge with Asia too?
I'm not
that's a
jumping off a
different-
Wait a
bridge.
minute, how high is the bridge?
That has nothing to do with
No.
right.
I
That's two
mean,
different circumstances.
It's to you killing yourself, then
Right.
you're taking a drink. You know how people take. You know
Exactly.
what they don't look at taking a drink as something killing. That's another thing. They don't
But-
look at
but
the
after-
consequences of liquor and alcohol. They just look at, you know, what it does for you at that
Let's
moment.
catch you up.
Man.
Watch how I run up them bands. Watch how I run up them bands. Watch how I run up them bands.
A little secret from my mum that she never really was aware of. A little secret from my mum that she never really was aware of. Because I never quite dared to share was. Daddy gave me a sip of beer when I was young. There's me drinking in naively to think that there was nothing wrong. Have me thinking that his drinking made him strong. All the adults drank the drink, so to be matured, I went along like that saying, parents say to big and tall, children eat your peas. See, peas never really appeased me, so I took a sip of Daddy's beer.
When friends don't stop friends from drinking and driving, friends die from drinking and driving. Friends die from drinking and driving can kill a friendship.
Steps Radio.
And we're back, America. What did you guys think of that report?
Well, drinking and driving. What did that man say about drinking and driving?
He said that you can kill a friend when you are drunk and you're driving.
Friends
You
don't
kill a
let
friendship. You kill a
friends
friendship.
drink and drive.
And you kill a friendship.
You guys know, like, when you're driving and, you know, parents that have kids, they have that yellow sign on the back of their car and it says baby
on
and
board.
baby on board.
That kind of helps.
I've never seen it.
And it's also, you know, ones that says mom taxi, you know, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not enough for a drunk driver, you know, to just see that and just be like, oh, I'm not going to drive drunk around that.
I know the driver's drunk, y'all. Y'all gotta look at that. The driver is drunk. How can we stop a drunk driver from crashing into a parent that has two babies in the back?
You really
Or
can't
you
stop
can't.
it.
Are you
Can't
saying
stop
like
it.
how do you? Oh, never mind.
Oh, we got a call on the line. Caller, do you have a
Ayana.
question, comment, or shout out?
Ayana?
Kiana, and a shout out and comments on
Hey.
about drunk driving.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, what did we talked about so far about drunk driving?
That is bad for you.
Basically, look, the consequences and what would you do, you know, if you had a baby on board, you know, what could how could we keep it safe?
You got any comment on that?
Or what? How about what do you do to prevent your friends or family members from drinking alcohol, taking drugs, something like that, similar?
Y'all can like try to motivate each other not to drink as much and stuff like that.
Okay,
Like,
thank you.
go out, take somebody that don't.
Yeah.
So we can have a driver that don't drink. So you know they're not drunk because they don't drink. They could be the driver where nobody won't get hurt.
Thank
All right,
you.
thank you so much for calling in. And before you go, can we get you to say your name and you're happy to be thug and drug free?
I'm Kiana Williams, and I'm happy to be thug and drug free.
Hey,
Kiana.
And we have another caller on the line. Caller, do you have a question, comment, or shout out?
I like to give a shout out to my daughter.
Oh man!
Hey, your daughter.
Oh my goodness!
Is she alcohol free?
Hey, mama, that's my mom, y'all.
Oh my goodness!
Shout out! I got her Nana in the car.
Hey!
Shout out to
Kiana, you got the
to
fans
Kiana.
calling in.
I know.
Shout out to Kiana, y'all. Shout out to her mama. And before you go, you know, we want to give you a quick trivia question. You listening?
I'm listening.
When is it legal for young people to purchase or possess alcohol? When they go to college or join the military? When an adult gives it to them? Or when they are 21 years old?
You said when is it acceptable?
Yes, for them to purchase or possess alcohol.
21, and it's still not acceptable. Kiana knows that we are.
Ooh.
Oh,
Tell him,
man, Kiana, you in the hot seat, girl. Well, have you ever been guilty of drinking before the age of 21 when you was a young child? You can be truthful with us. We tease.
She now Kiana know her mother always tell the truth. Yes, I did.
Hey, we got a true answer. And how
right.
can we prevent that from the listeners that's listening to you?
Yes, some
that's
tips.
younger than 21.
I would say it's not a good choice. It just ruins your life.
Yeah.
And as a young 21-year-old parent myself, I would say don't drink. It's
All
not
right.
good.
All right. Thanks for calling in. Thank you for the shout out. And before we go, can we get you to say your name? You're happy to be thug and drug free.
My name is Nikelia, and I'm
Hey.
To be thug.
Shout out to Nikelia.
If you keep saying "hey," we can't hear play.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey.
Let's catch your report, guys.
/radio. I need to tell you that your daughter has been in an accident here near the high school, and we've had her go by ambulance to the hospital. So I need to have you. Well, at this point, I'm not really sure. The EMTs are with her, and she's on her way to the hospital.
I'll keep a picture of the boat all the time. We don't have as many details of the accident either. We know it's a school day.
In the case of People versus Carnes, Mr. Carnes is present. It's now time for sentencing in this matter, Mr. Carnes. Anything you want to say before the court sends you here today? No. Mr. Carnes, I've heard the facts of this case.
Just say no to drugs.
Guilty of 3 counts of gross vehicular manslaughter. You have, in this case, impacted numerous people. You have destroyed 3 families by taking their loved ones from them forever.
Steps Radio. Facebook.com/Steps Radio.
Hold you accountable for your actions. Your total sentence matter is 18 years, 8 months in state prison.
Prayed on my downfall.
And we're back, America. How about that report?
Man, that report was talking about how it can destroy families and everything. Drinking and driving. I tell you, that's a crazy thing. That's exactly why we give it the
thumbs down.
Hey,
Rappers
down.
have a you think rappers like have like an influence on younger kids?
Oh yeah, they do, big time.
It's a lot of rappers that's like they past 21, like older than that. So it's like we listen to them. So
it's a lot of young rappers too who you know drink and stuff, and I feel like they actually promote it without even trying to promote it by putting it in videos.
Yeah. Drinking and driving.
They be in videos.
You go to the club in your nice whip. But when you drink at the club, your whip is outside. They never talk about calling an Uber.
Oh yeah.
Or Lyft. Or getting a ride. They leave the club, get in that nice
or
whip.
Or have a designated driver.
That's true.
Yeah, the rappers do have a big influence on us. You know, their songs and everything.
Yeah.
And we see it, and it's like they're just people just like us. So it's like we
following the trends that's going on.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about what's the trends now? Like, what's the cool thing for all the teens out here right now?
The cool, like, quotation.
Yeah, what's the
it's
cool?
Like drinking
and
smoking
weed, marijuana, all that, right?
Smoking weed.
Yeah, that is the thing.
That's the biggest thing. Not so much drinking, but a lot of smoking.
Yeah.
And let me ask you guys a question. Are you guys willing to drop a so-called good friend or good friend who constantly drinks and drives?
Yes, because you know.
I mean, a friend you guys go way back to grade school.
Yeah. I mean, not necessarily drop them, but you can just like actually talk to them and distance yourself when it comes to like riding in the car with them, because it's really down to not your friendship, but your life, like because it's your life on the line. So
even if that's your friend and she or he gets that nice car in high school first, and you know that's your ride, but you know they've been drinking behind the lockers or whatever, you still.
I'm gonna ask to drive.
You gonna ask to drive, but you don't got your license, so y'all both on the wrong
end. But you rather have your life or drive without your license?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I'd rather be in control of my life, so I'm a drive too.
Exactly.
I might not be able how to drive, but
driving.
I'm gonna depend on myself.
Handcuffs.
We go. Yeah. What'd you say?
I said handcuffs. I'm not gonna drive. If I don't have a license, I'm just not gonna do it.
So you're just not gonna get in the car altogether?
No, I'm definitely not gonna get in the car if my friend, a so-called friend, has been drinking.
So you go let
There's always Lyft, Uber.
Hey, Lyft,
so many
Uber.
different
D-Dot. I'm sorry. Say what?
You gonna let them leave?
It depends on if I can overpower them or take the keys or hide the keys. I would do something like that.
So let's say you 3 were drinking and driving, all 3 different situations, and your friends say they don't want to be your friend no more because all you do is drink and do all this crazy stuff. Would you consider that a fake friend?
No, I actually would like looking into that. Like, maybe this is my time to change because I lost a good friend just because of something I do.
Yeah, and let's say it was your best friend.
Oh, that would hurt my heart to make me want to change.
Yeah. What about you, Bug?
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to just. I'm probably gonna end up just changing what I do myself because if I lost a good friend just because I drink and drive, and I just see that as my wake up call.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute, back up. You say you lost a good friend because of drinking and driving?
No, I'm saying like he asked the question like if a person